Come, let's sing Jesus, of Jesus, Jesus, of Jesus, Jesus, of Jesus. Let's sing Jesus, and everyday children's way.
198, 199, 200. Hey there, friends. I hope you had a wonderful Monday and you're ready for a terrific Tuesday. I tried to be excited, it didn't work. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, all this week we're going to talk about running with Jesus. And today we want to talk about something different than what we talked about yesterday with the rich young ruler. But we need to have our hearts set on following and running after Jesus. But today I thought we'd talk about a different story that sometimes we don't ever talk about or hear about ever at Bible school or Bible class or even in a sermon, because a lot of people don't talk about this. In Mark chapter 6, the last 4 verses of the chapter, the Bible would say that Jesus and his disciples traveled over to a far distant land. And when they came into a certain country, the people were following him and they heard that Jesus had arrived. And the Bible would say that these people ran all throughout the region. And they got all the sick people, all the people that were on crutches, all the people that couldn't see or hear, and they brought all of them to Jesus so Jesus could heal them. You see, back in the Bible times, there was a time where when people had diseases, if God gave an individual a certain special power, we would say a miraculous power, they could touch somebody, say they have a cold or the flu, they could touch somebody and they'd be healed instantly. Now that's incredible. Nowadays you have to sign up for surgery or take medication and it takes days upon weeks and you miss school and stuff. That's great. Well, I guess you've been missing school, but nonetheless, it just doesn't work that way today. But what's interesting to me is the way that the people knew where Jesus was going to be. And Jesus, when they brought those people to Jesus, Jesus went ahead and healed them. Now there is a very, very special lesson there for us that we need to be practicing today. But before we talk about that, let's go sing a song with our friend Paul, and I'll see you in a few seconds. So are you ready? Let's go sing with our friend Paul. Let's go.
Sing Christian songs with Paul.
Thanks, E.T. Hey, kids, would you like to sing another Christian song? How about Check the Bible? If you want to know if it's right or wrong, check the Bible, check the Bible. If you want to know, would my God be glad, check the Bible, check the Bible. For the Bible comes from God above. From the Bible we learn how to love. If you want to know, should you do something, check the Bible, check the Bible. If you want to know, is it good or bad, check the Bible, check the Bible. For the Bible comes from God above. From the Bible we learn how to love. If you want to know what you should do, check the Bible. Great job, kids. We'll see you next time.
Hey there, friends. You did a super awesome job singing with Paul. That was fantastic. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, friends. You sounded so good. I'm a little tongue-tangled right now. When we left, we were talking about that Jesus went off into a distant land, and all the multitudes followed him. And when they heard and knew where Jesus was, they ran all around the neighborhood and got all the sick and all the blind people, the deaf people, those people who just couldn't move, and they brought them to Jesus, and Jesus healed them. Now, friends, there is a super awesome lesson that we can take from this. You know, when the people knew where Jesus was, they immediately ran all around the area where Jesus was so that they could bring people to Jesus. You know, where you go to Bible class or to worship services, where you go to church, Have you ever tried going around the neighborhood and maybe running to your friends or even to your teachers from school or even your neighbors that you spend a whole lot of time with? Have you ever ran around the neighborhood and invited them to services? Wouldn't it be great if we had people who did exactly what the people who weren't even disciples, they brought the sick to Jesus? You see, there's a disease that's going on all throughout the world. I'm not talking about COVID-19, though that's very serious. What I'm talking about is the Bible would talk about there's a disease even worse than that disease, and that disease is sin. You see, when you do something wrong, where God says you shouldn't lie, and maybe you've already lied, you've already sinned. Did you know that if you hurt someone's feelings and you really didn't care how they felt, you just sinned? You see, everybody has a sin problem, but the only way we can fix that sin problem is through Jesus. Now, friends, you may be going to church, but are your friends going to church? Invite them to services. Find a way to invite them. Maybe it's for a sleepover the day before and you go to church the next day. Or maybe you pick them up early that morning, or you invite them to watch the Facebook live stream or YouTube live stream, however you do services there. But find ways to share Jesus with others. And don't just walk around saying, hey, come be with me here at church. But run to them and tell them, Jesus wants to heal you today. He wants to help you. Friends, let's stop walking and let's get to running. So, let's go work on our memory work, and I'll see you next time. Let's go. Hey there, friends. So our memory work this week comes from Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 1. Now, until Friday, we'll say it once together, and then I want you to say it back to me. Are you ready? Let's go. Let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Now you say the verse back to me. Are you ready? Go ahead. That was great. You did even better than what you did yesterday. Now keep working hard on your memory work and keep quoting it to your cat, dog, goldfish, or hedgehog, whatever pet you have. If you don't have a pet, just go outside and talk to the ants. They'll enjoy it. Now keep working hard, and by Friday, you'll be able to quote this like a mastermind. So, until next time, see you later, friends.
Come, let's sing Jesus, 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 let's sing an everyday children's way.